When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting me up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics. It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Welcome back to Southside High School. Just about ready for boys action here on SummitCitySports.com. The Archers will host Bishop Dwenger here in the second half of our doubleheader at Southside High School. My name is Ryan Dellinger. I'll be your host for this evening's boys basketball game. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Once again, today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athlete-specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to ParkviewSportsMedicine.com. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles to choose from, as well as 500 pre-owned vehicles. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in any way that you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. The University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment and select programs and 100% pass rates on many licensures exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. Visit sf.edu. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, use the code SummitCity for a 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com. Well, we've got about 3 minutes to go here before we get started. Why don't we take a closer look at these two teams? Fort Wayne Dwenger comes into this game 7-5 overall. Southside 6-5, but that mark is a little bit off due to some forfeitures they had to have. Matt Kostoff, the head coach at Dwenger, in his 20th year, 246 and 192. J.J. Foster in his second year at Southside, 19 and 16, but overall 72 and 57 in 6 years of coaching high school basketball. The Sagarin ratings for Dwenger, they check in at 78.59, good for 71st overall, and 47th in Class 4A. Southside with a 77.1, good for 78th overall, and 52nd in Class 4A. Dwenger lost to Blackhawk in a close one, 70-61 in their last outing. Meanwhile, Southside lost to Carroll 55-42 last Friday night. Between these two teams over the last 35 years, believe it or not, Southside with a one-win advantage, 18-17 over Bishop Dwenger. The last meeting between these two teams 1 year ago tonight, it was Bishop Dwenger winning 47-43. So that's a closer look at the two teams. Like I said earlier, the Southside is actually 2-9 overall, 1-5 in conference play. So that's due to some forfeitures that they had to have due to a player that wasn't eligible to play yet. So that's one of the reasons why their record looks a little bit different. On the season, J.J. Foster's Archers team averaging 59 points a game and giving up 53. For Matt Kostoff's Saints team, they like to play low-scoring games. And they're averaging 51 points a game and giving up 49. So it looks to be a close one here tonight at Southside High School. Don't forget, coming up at halftime here, we'll have a special interview with Darian Hackbarth, a senior on the basketball team, as well as Juanita Goodwell. And her team victorious tonight big, 82-56, but behind J.C. Jones is 34 big points for the Archers. So why don't we take a timeout? When we come back, we'll have the starters live from Southside High School. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. They just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15%.
Your starters again for Bishop Dwenger tonight: Kashinsky, Lytle, Smithy, Hoffman, and Lee. Their head coach, Matt Kostoff. And now for the Southside Archers team. Your starters again for the Archers tonight will be Langston, Hall, Jones, Jordan, and Mitchell. Their head coach, J.J. Foster, and we are ready to go for Summit Athletic Conference action. Just beyond the midway point in high school boys basketball. Remember, girls a full month ahead. They will start postseason play next Tuesday around the area, and we'll have some sectionals for you here on SummitCitySports.com. Our officials ready to go. The Archers dressed in their home white uniforms, green letters, green numbers, white letters. And the Saints will counter with their navy blues and gold numbers and letters. And it'll be Hoffman to jump up against Langston. Can Dwenger take down the inside presence of Hall and Langston tonight? They'll need to have a ball control offense tipped and controlled by the Archers. And Jordan with it now in his bright green shoes again tonight. You cannot lose those. Get lost in the dark, you'd certainly be able to see him and find him with them shoes on. And there's a tip ball out of bounds by Smithy. And the ball will stay with the Archers. Jordan to inbounds. He'll move her over on top of the D for the south side, and he'll give it into Hall, who will give it back to Mitchell. Mitchell, a lefty, sharpshooter from outside. Him and Jones, a couple slashers on the outside for the Southside Archers. 2-3 zone now by Dwenger. Good patience here by the Archers. Back to Jones, and he'll launch a three. That's a hard off the back of the iron, and it comes down to Jarrett Lee. Lee to Lytle. And he'll give it to Lee. Lee will turn around, face up on Hall, and give it back to Smithy. He'll launch a two. That's a brick off the back of the iron, and it comes down to Hall. Jordan across the timeline. He'll look inside for Langston and kick it over to Mitchell. Mitchell will ball fake, get in the lane, and try to find Hall, and throws it away. Here comes Smithy with the ball across the timeline, and right there is Jones to pick him up. He'll drive in, get in the lane, loses balance up off the glass. No good. Tipped by Hoffman. We'll have a foul on the Saints. It's either on Lee or Hoffman. It's completely wrong. It's on Smithy. And Hall will give it to Jordan. We've got no score. We've played about a minute and 15 seconds. Here's Mitchell with it. He'll pull up and launch a 15-footer, and off the front of the iron, no good, and Jarrett Lee with another rebound. Quick throw up ahead to Lytle on the right baseline and back up to Kashansky. Kashansky on Jordan, and he'll go left and give it to Jarrett Lee. Jarrett Lee wanting to drive, gets in the lane and kicks it out to Lytle. Lytle loses the handle but gets it back and will give it up to Smithy. Got to know where Smithy is. He's a very good scorer for Bishop Dwenger. He has good range from downtown, and he's a good inside post player when he wants to be. Hoffman now will set a screen for Smithy, and there he is on the post. He'll post up and launch and hit it. Jordan across the timeline for the Archers. He looks inside for Langston. Now Jones will launch a three off the back of the iron and tipped by Hall. Mitchell will save it and throw it to Langston, and he's fouled by the Saints. Quick whistle there. And they're going to call that on number 5, Lytle. That'll be his first, team second. 5:47 to play in our first quarter. It'll be Jordan inbounds, and he'll toss it into, he's looking for Hall, and now gives it to Langston. And right back to Jordan. He'll move quickly and give it to Jones. Back to Mitchell now coming to the right side. Good look inside to Hall, the senior with it, back outside to Mitchell. Mitchell will cross court it, and it's picked off. And here comes Koshansky for the Saints. He'll ball fake and hit the shot. Koshansky with a bucket, and the Saints with a 4-0 lead here early. Southside unable to hit from downtown. They have no Trajan Didier this year. It was pretty much automatic from outside. Austin Jordan with it. He'll launch a three. That's no good, and it comes down to Lytle. In the corner now to Lee. He'll launch a three. That's no good, and it comes down to Mitchell. Langston will shoot a shot. That's a brick off the backboard. Koshansky with the rebound, and if you were on the playground, the kids would be telling Mr. Langston he was building a house after that shot. Koshansky with it now. He'll drive and get around one guy and gives it up to Smithy. Smithy patient with it now. He'll get into the lane and kick it back to Koshansky, and the Saints will reset their offense. 4:20 to play here in our first quarter. There's a ball slapped away, and here comes the Saints as Langston goes sprawling across the floor, knocked out of bounds by Smithy as Jones was going to the hoop, and Langston's, I think he's all right. Jordan inbounds. They'll send four players right across the baseline right in front of him. Here comes a screen for Langston. They'll throw it into him. He'll spot up now and fire it over to Jones. Jones will launch another three. He's 0 for 3 now from downtown as Lytle gets the rebound for Bishop Dwenger, and he pushes it up to Jared Lee. Nobody sees him. He ball fakes, gets Hall in the air, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Amari Hall with his first, team's first, but at the line shooting two, Jared Lee. 4:13 to play in the first quarter. A nice crowd here tonight at Southside. Senior night for the girls tonight. They honored 4 of their girls. One of those young ladies will be up here with me at halftime, Darian Hackbarth. Lee's first one up and good. And the Southside Archers out to a 5-0 lead. And the Saints now can look to take a 6-0 lead on Lee's free throw. He'll launch, and it's good. Jordan across the timeline now for the Archers. He's looking inside for Hall. Now they'll clear out and leave some room for him, and over to Mitchell. They'll try to swing that ball from right to left. Now down on the baseline to Langston. He wants to drive on Hoffman. He'll reverse, spin, fadeaway jumper, and it's good. Langston with the first two for the Archers. And the Archers will pick up a little full court, half court trapping defense here. And Dwenger with no problem with that as Lee gets it across. Up top now to Koshansky, in the corner now to Hoffman, and over to Lytle. Lytle will back it out on Langston. I'm not sure if he wants to go one-on-one on him. He does. He wants to go to the baseline. Stops, steps back, launches, and hits. 9-2 the lead for the Saints here early as we've got 3:20 to play in our first quarter. Jones with it. Wisely ball fake there because the Saints are overplaying the passing lanes right now as Jordan wanted to launch and gives it back to Mitchell. Mitchell will send it to Jones. And now up top to Hall. He'll look for Mitchell, was cutting, couldn't find him, and back up top to Jordan. Jordan with the ball now, and now to Jones, and picked off by the Saints. Lytle, he'll throw it underneath the Smithy. His left-handed layup, no good. Koshansky with the board, and tipped around, and it comes down to the Archers. Langston throws it off the foot of Jones, and now we've got a scrum on the floor. Lytle with it, and he'll throw it to ahead now, and a couple players get tangled up in the backside of the court. Koshansky with it now. Dwenger with no numbers as Lee will go baseline, jump across the lane, throw it up left-handed. The ref's letting him play. Langston with the board. Jones with it now to Jordan. He'll drive, a little hop step in the lane, and good. 2:18 to play. Lytle with it, and I think Lytle might be hurt. He was one of the players that got tangled up with Amari Hall, who's about 7 inches taller than him. Good look underneath to Lee. He'll pump fake, get caught in there, throws it outside to Smithy. He's going to launch a three and drain it. I got a feeling we're going to need a timeout here for Mr. Lytle, as he must have got popped in the nose, and he's going out of the game. Into the game, number 14. Russ Sordelet will come in. I think we're going to have a 30-second timeout. No, I think the officials are saying I gave you that timeout. So also into the game, number 25, Kinder. So Sordelet and Kinder in. Hoffman and Lytle out. 11 for our score, under 2 minutes to play as Jordan will bring it across the timeline for the Archers. Up top now to Langston. He wants to look inside for Jordan, Johnson that checked in. Left side now for Mitchell. He'll drive and kick it back to Johnson. You got to respect Johnson from outside. He can shoot from downtown. Mitchell with it now in the lane. He wants to shoot. Off the glass, no good. Hall misses the tip, and I think it's going to be off of Hall and out of bounds to the Saints. No, they'll say off of the Saints, and it'll stay with the Archers. Jordan inbounds. He could just really just throw the ball up to Amari Hall. Langston will shoot a quick 14-footer and hit it. Langston with 4 points, and the lead down to 5. Kashansky in the middle now to Sordelet. He'll pick up his dribble, lose it, and here comes the Archers. Ahead comes Jordan. No numbers there, so he'll back it out between the circles. Jordan doing a good job of setting up the offense here early for the Archers. Here's Johnson. He's going to get, nope, they're going to call a foul, I believe, on Langston. With an offensive foul. That'll be his first, team's second. So both teams with 2 fouls, and we've got 1:06 to play in our first quarter. This quarter moving by quite quickly. Hopefully Brendan Lytle's all right. Yeah, he's back on the bench, and it looks like he'll come back in here shortly as Sordelet gets the ball and comes across the timeline. Ball fake and into the right side now. I believe that was to Lee. It was. Smithy with it now, and he'll hold the ball. 50 seconds to play here in our first quarter. They'll give it to Kashansky and come to the left side against Johnson. He wants to get a screen there from Kinder, and Kinder's going to get called for an offensive foul. Kinder reached out and hit Johnson with a couple elbows, and that's what caused the foul. He did not have to do that. So Kinder comes in and picks up a personal, his first, team's third. Langston with the ball, and the Archers with a chance to cut into this 5-point lead with 40 seconds to play in our first quarter. Amari Hall with it now. He'll spin. And now give it to Johnson. Johnson looks inside for Langston and back to Hall, and they'll swing it to the left side to Jordan. Jordan will jump in the lane, up off the... Oh, yeah, nice roll there for Austin Jordan. He's got 4 and the lead down to 3. Here's Jarrett Lee with it now to Kinder. He'll go left and get cut off and almost loses it out of bounds. Now he's trapped, and that probably should have been a foul on Langston. And that would have been his second, so they didn't call it here, and it looks like Talton will come in for the Archers and replace Langston. Good idea by Coach Foster right there to get Langston out of the game. Getting a little bit tired, so Talton will check in. 15 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Talton will guard Kashansky, and he'll kick it onto the right side now to Sordelet. 10 seconds to play in this quarter. And back up top to Smithy. Smithy on Johnson. Smithy's going to launch from out there, I can tell you that right now. He's going to get away with a little push-off, shoots a fadeaway, and drains it. At the buzzer, Smithy gives the Saints a 14-8 lead. After one, it's the Saints 14, the Archers 8. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Both runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Start of the second quarter, just about ready to go here. It'll be Dwenger's ball. Smithy hit a big bucket just as the buzzer went off, a three-pointer from about 22 feet out as he hit a step back. Might have got away with a little LeBron push and was able to drain a three to give the Saints this 6-point lead. Brendan Lytle back into the game. He took a shot in the face when him and Hall got tangled up midway through the first quarter. Right side now to Sordelet as the Archers will go into a 3-2 matchup zone. And they'll extend it out and around now to Smithy. And back up to Lytle, he'll ball fake, kick it in the corner to Sordelet. Russ Sordelet will pick up his dribble and give it in the corner to Kinder, who will try to throw it. Nope, that wasn't Kinder. Sorry, that was Hoffman. Smithy with it now, and he has it knocked away. And here comes the Archers. Jordan will go right to the hoop. Left-handed layup, no good. And Kinder with the board, and then it's taken away by Jordan. He'll shoot it with the left hand and hit it. If you're a youngster watching this game, when you get a rebound, you do not want to take it down around your waist. It's a good spot for them little guys to pick it off. Hoffman with it back to Smithy, and we've got ourselves a 4-point game with 7 minutes to play in the first half. Jarrett Leader will check back in with Kashansky at the next timeout for the Saints. Good hedge there by Johnson, and a good pass there, and around to Smithy, and he'll is wide open, no good, off the back of the iron, and it's tipped around, and Sordelet will get credit with the rebound. A little pushing and shoving at the end of that one, as Sordelet and Johnson and a couple other players getting a little rough out there, and that'll bring Jones back into the game for Johnson. And out of the game goes Kinder and Sordelet for the Saints, and Kashansky and Hoffman back in. And the officials talking to the Archers. Austin Jordan, I don't know if he was part of that or not. And out of the game goes Talton. And Mitchell back in. It'll be Saints ball with 6:51 to play here in our first half. Don't forget, tomorrow here on SummitCitySports.com, we'll have a high school sectional wrestling for you. I believe that's out at Carroll High School. And that will be probably just about an all-day event, as we pick that event up just a little bit late. So if you're into wrestling, take a look at that, as some of the area's top wrestlers will compete tomorrow at Carroll High School. Here's Jordan across the timeline, and he'll give it to Hall. He looks inside for Langston. Good high pass there, and over to Mitchell. Wide open three is good. The three ball the Saints the Archers have been missing. They finally get one as Lytle catches a crazy pass, and now they'll cross-court it all the way forward, knocked out of bounds by Hall. The Archers turning up their D here in the second quarter. And Brendan Lytle to inbounds with 6:29 to play in our first half. He'll give it to Smithy, and right there he's got Mitchell on him. Picks up his dribble, and now to Kashansky. Kashansky back over to Smithy, and they'll just play a little pitch and catch here. Kashansky with it now, and he'll throw it underneath to Jarrett Lee, who will ball fake and gets ran over by Langston. And if that's on Langston, that'll be his second and the team's fourth. And we'll see if Coach Foster elects to get him out of the game with 6:15 to play. He's got two. He'll leave him in the corner to Kashansky. He'll ball fake and kick it up top to Hoffman. Around to Smithy, and Smithy was thinking about launching that. Kashansky with it now, and back to Smithy. And Lee, and back to Kashansky, and he'll launch a three. It's hard off the back of the ironing, and it'll come down to Amari Hall. Last time I had the Saints, Amari Hall, our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game, with a double-double. Mitchell with it now, and he'll kick it up top to Langston. And they'll go left side now to Jones. Jones in the corner now to Jordan, underneath to the big fella Hall, who's double-teamed. And he'll wisely kick it back to Jordan. And we've got 5:30 to play in our first half. Gets a screen there by Hall, and Jordan falls down, loses it. And now we will have a jump ball called, and it will go to the Saints. And up off the bench quickly for the Archers is Talton. He'll check in for Langston. But Langston will check out with those two fouls at the 5:31 mark here of the first half. Brendan Lytle will inbounds. And he'll give it to Kashansky. Dwenger's had no problem with this press. Smithy with it now. He'll go to the hoop, kicks it over to Hoffman, and he'll hit the bunny. That's just too easy if you're Coach Foster. Talton with it now on the left wing, and back up to Austin, and he'll give it to Hall. And then Hall throws it away as Mitchell decided to cut to the basket. 4 turnovers on the Archers. A 3-point lead by the Saints, and into the game comes Johnson, and he'll replace Hall. So the Archers will go a little bit smaller now as their two bigs take a seat. Kashansky with it now, and he'll go over to Hoffman. Hoffman will ball fake and get Jordan off his feet, and then tipped away by Jordan. Jordan with a hot hand fouled, and I think they're going to call him for a travel. They do call him for a travel, and it'll go back to the Saints. As long as the Saints are showing some good patience on this press, they've had no problems with it. Hoffman with it back to Lytle, and he's got to get across the timeline. And he does make it across, and he'll throw it over to Smithy, and they'll go to Kashansky with 4:50 to play here in our first half. Kashansky now looks to Hoffman. They want to go high-low themselves, and a good position now by Lee on Johnson. He'll get in the lane and get called for a travel. Good call there by the official. Langston up off the bench, and he'll check back in for the Archers as J.J. Foster will go a little offense for defense now as he'll bring Langston in for Talton, and we've got 4:40 to play here in the first half. I really think the first team to probably 52 points wins this game. Both of these teams averaging in the 50s. Neither team with a hot hand just yet. And now Jordan will reset the offense as he gets Johnson in the right spot. And he's looking for a screen up top from Jones as Johnson has it. Johnson back over now to Jordan, and they'll give it to Mitchell and back to Jordan. Jordan back to Mitchell, and Mitchell's going to launch another three. Oh, that's no good. That was a terrible shot. Hit the backboard, and that was all he got on that one. As Lytle with it now, he'll go right and give it to Smithy. Smithy to Kashansky, and we've got 4 minutes to play here in our first half. Lee wants to go one-on-one on Johnson. He'll take the bump, shoot, and miss the shot as Johnson comes down with it, and he'll bring it up for the Archers. Jordan looking inside, and now to Johnson, and they'll spin around to the left side to Johnson up top to Mitchell and around to Jordan. Jordan now to Jones. Jones will get cut off and give it to Johnson. In the corner now to Mitchell. He'll drive and kicks it. Oh, bounced off a couple players and went right to Jordan. Jordan, good look inside to the big fellow for the flush. Langston with his 6 points, and we've got a 1-point game as the intensity picks up here in the first half. Kashansky with it now across the timeline. He'll have Mitchell guarding him, and he'll go left side to Lytle. And now south side back into a 3-2. Lee back to Kashansky. Lee could have just turned around and went right to the bucket for a layup. Johnson got there a little bit late, and they'll ball control it now as the clock ticks under 3 minutes to play. Smithy with it back to Kashansky, and will they hold the ball? Go a little Warsaw ball. Here's an alley-oop to Smithy, who drops it, and it comes down to the Archers. They had it perfectly timed, but Smithy just lost the handle. Jordan will launch a three, and that could give the Archers the lead, and it does. He's got 9, and the Archers with their first lead at the 2:40 mark of the first half. Lee in the lane, and he'll go to Hoffman. Hoffman outside to Kashansky. He'll wind up and shoot a three, and it's no good. Tipped in, comes down to Johnson. And then tipped again, and Johnson's bumped by Lytle. Lytle will pick up his second, the team's fourth. We've got 2:26 to play here in our first half. The Archers with their first lead. Amari Hall will come back in, and he'll replace Mitchell. And Russ Sortela back in for Lytle. Lytle's got to sit with those 2 fouls. And Jordan with it now, and he looks at Coach Foster, and they'll set up their offense. Johnson now on the right wing, and back up top to Jordan, and they'll just swing it back and forth between the two of them. They were looking for an alley-oop, to be honest with you. Good look inside to Hall. He'll go up, blocked by Smithy, and then he loses it out of bounds. Langston could have taken one power dribble and went up and dunked that one if he really wanted to. I thought for sure when he turned around and saw nobody standing there, that's what he was going to do, but he was looking for Amari Hall instead. Johnson with it now, over to Jones. Jones looks inside. Good entry pass to Langston, and he's fouled by Hoffman. Make sure that is on Hoffman. I believe it is. Hoffman will pick up his first, team's third, or team's fifth foul, and at the line shooting 2, JT Langston. And Talton will check back in after these free throws for the Archers. Langston's first one up and good. Langston with 7. And number 3 back in. Actually, we have a timeout on the court, a 30-second timeout. Bishop Dwenger will take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
The pep band plays here at Southside High School as Langston gets ready to shoot the second of his 2 free throws. We have an even 2 minutes to play here. The Archers lead by 3. They trailed for the majority of the first half. They got their first lead at the 2:40 mark here in the second quarter. Langston, 1 dribble and no good. Tipped around. I think we're going to have a foul on Jones of Southside. Javion Jones will pick up his first. That'll only be the team 4th. Talton back in, and he'll replace Langston. And Smithy to inbounds. He'll fire it into Jarrett Lee, and Lee will give it over to Kashansky, and quickly across the timeline comes the Saints. Outside to number 3, Groves. He misses and tipped out of bounds by Sordelet. Hayden Smithy looks over at Groves and said, "Come on, guy. You just got in the game. Let's not take a shot." So the Saints will go into a 2-3 zone now. Johnson recognizes that quickly and gets everybody set up along with Jordan. Jordan back to Johnson, and he's going to launch a long 3. No good off the back of the iron. Tipped out of bounds by Amari Hall. 1:33 to play here in the first half. This press hasn't produced too many turnovers here, although Bishop Dwenger has 8. Most of them come when they're on the offensive side, on the other side of the court. Groves with it, and he'll give it to Kashansky. He looks right up at the clock to see how much time's left, and he'll give it back to Groves and around to Smithy. Nobody picks up Smithy. Right side now to Sordelet. Sordelet will ball fake and fires it to Smithy. Smithy will turn and face the basket and have Jordan on him. He might want to go one-on-one. Nope, he'll give it to Groves, and they're trying to post Smithy up is what they're trying to do. And now he'll get it and give it to the left side now to Groves. Groves loses the ball, but it goes right to, actually it goes off of Southside's Jones, and that was actually Lee who had it, tried to give it to Groves, and it was no good. And number 2 into the lineup for the first time tonight for the Archers. Gray into the game, and he'll replace Jones, and we've got 50.7 seconds to play here in our first half. As Smithy will inbounds, and he'll fire it into Kashansky. Over to Sordelet. Sordelet has Jordan on him, and he'll kick it to Kashansky, who gets in the lane and kicks it over to Lee. And Lee, we're going to have a foul, I believe, on the Archers. They had a couple to give. I believe they hit Talton with that foul. So Talton with his first, team's 5th. 36 seconds to play as Kashansky will inbound it. He's got Lee standing to his right. And they had a set play. Good pass inside to Jarrett Lee. Everybody was looking at Smithy out of that inbounds pass, and they hit Lee on a back cut. Talton with it back up to Jordan and swings it around to Gray. Gray back to Jordan. And they'll just play a little pitch and catch as we're under 20 seconds to go here in our first half. Jordan looks up at the clock and sees that his team has a 1-point lead, and I think they want to take the last shot. Gray with it. Over to Jordan. Back outside to Gray. Over to Johnson. Johnson in the lane, and he's going to get called for a travel, and that will give the Saints a chance to take the lead with 1.9 seconds to play here in the first half. And let's see where the Sordelet tries to go. He's got a good arm. He played baseball. Groves will launch, and it's slapped back in his face by Hall, and that will do it for the first half. 19-18 our score. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Welcome back. We are at halftime. We got a youth basketball game going on out on the court. We had a very entertaining one in the first game tonight as the Southside girls blew out Bishop Dwenger tonight. And I'm joined right now by one of the seniors, one of the four seniors, Darian Hackbarth. Congratulations, a big win tonight for the Archers program.
Thank you so much.
You said you're a little bit tired. Actually, Coach Goodwell up here now, so we can't say she's working you too hard. So she might. So you had 10 points tonight. You guys shot the ball unbelievable tonight. I couldn't believe it was like raining threes the entire game.
Yes, we actually had one of our players, J.C. Jones, break our three-point record tonight with 9 three-pointers made. So that was great.
Wow, she outscored the other team, I think, in the third quarter. But let's talk about you a little bit. You're going to head off next year to play basketball at
St. Mary of the Woods.
Of the Woods. Why there?
Their program fits me. I love how they play. They just fit me, and I love all the players and how they just connect with me.
Yeah, I know the old saying is, you know when you know. Yes. I had 3 boys that have gone through the recruiting process, so I know what you mean by you just kind of know, you feel it. And you're going to stutter nursing?
Yes, nursing. I'm going to try to get my BSN in nursing.
Oh, nice. Very good. And I was talking to Coach Goodwell. I think you're probably part of one of the winningest class in Southside history, if I'm not mistaken. I think she said the 2013 team might have had a few more wins, but your career, I've been doing your basketball for 3 years, and you've been on varsity for 3 years. So it's been important to watch how you've developed over your career and how your players have taken care of you and how you've respected the game. And I know you've worked hard all the time, and I think your coach might instill that in you a little bit. But can you talk a little bit about your 4 years here?
Oh, when I came in my freshman year, I was all nervous, I was the only one actually coming in on varsity. So it was like I was alone and everyone was above me, but everyone always pushed me to be my best and always do my best. So that always helped. And then over the years, I've gained confidence, and I know definitely my junior year, it became a very defensive game for me. And then this year, I've transitioned my defense into an offensive game. Yeah,
I can really tell that. I knew that when I was going to ask you that question because of your first couple of years, all the defense you played, and you really were the stopper for them. But, you guys have such a good group on your team of youth with the old, and you were one of the youth players, and now you're one of the senior members. So, but I want to congratulate you on a great 4 years, and hopefully you can get another sectional championship for the Archers.
That's the plan.
That's the plan. Good luck next week. And you guys play Huntington North, correct?
Yes.
Yep, so I saw the score last time.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's more of the same. Well, we'll let you get out of here because I think you probably want to go home and eat and shower. And I know you said you're tired. So that's Darian Hackbarth. Good luck to you next year.
Thank you so much.
And now we'll bring in the head coach of the Southside Archers, Juanita Goodwell. She may not have a voice. This may be the one without a voice. Well, Coach Goodwell, congratulations on a big win tonight.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
I know. I think over the last couple games I've done, you guys have been a little cold from the outside. What do you think changed that tonight?
Well, actually, we were a little bit more on fire at the Huntington North game that kind of started us for this week. And I think it's just really the girls being a little bit more comfortable with the offense and just taking the shots in rhythm versus just kind of standing around stationary and taking shots. So
yeah, I think your movement tonight was a lot different than I had seen in a while. And I think you've been looking for that, if I'm correct.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
We've been begging the girls to give us a little bit more, just a little bit more motion in there and just kind of reversing the ball to the other side and just kind of feeling comfortable with that. And we've settled a lot for stationary shots, and now it's a little bit more comfortable and there's a lot more rhythm to the shots. So I like that, and we just need to carry that into next week.
Yeah, I think if you look at the shot chart after tonight's game, you'll see all the different areas that you hit from, and that was, I think, key to your win tonight. Your defense was outstanding tonight, though. Talk a little bit about your seniors. I know Darian was one of the few that played a lot, and then I call the microwave, Talasia Morris. I mean, a lot of kids don't know who the microwave is. I'm sure you know who it is. So talk a little bit about your seniors.
Yeah, so Darian she's been with us for the last 4 years. She came in, and she got some minutes her freshman year on the varsity roster, and she just kind of has given us a lot of leadership. And especially this year, the girls have kind of started to rely on her for that guidance. And so really just having Darian out there on the court just kind of controls it. Just the, keeping the girls calm and composed, kind of, just gets them back together. And Talasia, she can call when she goes hard. Like, it's just impressive. But it gets her, she has to get started. She has to get started, and that's one of the things that hopefully we can get a little bit more consistent play from her. And when we do, like the holiday tournament, she was just impressive.
Yep.
And, just trying to get that consistency out of Talasia.
Yeah, and, tonight she had a little different role. She started, and I was like, I can't call her the microwave tonight. She's not coming off the bench. So Talasia Morris and Darian and Dixie and Nelson, they had a great career here at Southside. Now, where you guys started the season and where you're at right now, I think you're in a good spot going into sectionals.
Yeah, well, I definitely like the way that we're ending the regular season. It's definitely a goal for us to just be our best come next week. We know Huntington North is going to, prepare for a tougher game, and having seen us and know what we kind of like, I know that we're going to get a better performance or just even a different performance come Tuesday. So we're going to have to be ready for a tough game on Tuesday night. Huntington North, Heidi just does a good job getting those girls ready to compete and battle. And so we're just hoping to carry this momentum over into next week. We want to play Saturday night.
I think one thing I noticed tonight was that sense of urgency.
A little bit more.
Yes. And I thought that was really key to kind of what your team did tonight. Was you could see that second season is coming. Your senior played well tonight. J.C. Jones.
Well, one of the things that we've had to do a lot better is play better in the second half, and that's been our weakness all season long. We start off great, we have a good first half, and then second half there's just an explosion, there's just a disconnect, and it's really good to see these last two games. And just go back to the Carroll game. We're only down 6 at halftime, and then we come down and we're down double digits, and that that wasn't something that we needed to live with. And so to have them bounce back and play the way that they've done this week, that's where we want to be going into next week.
Yeah, absolutely. I could see that in their faces, your faces. So we wish you the best of luck next week as you head into sectionals. Hopefully another trophy.
Hopefully.
We can get, last year we got a basketball, we got a baseball, so let's try and do that again this year. So
Definitely.
Good luck to Juanita Goodwell on the Southside Archers.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yep. Well, we've got about a minute to go here. We'll take a timeout real quick, about a 30-second timeout, and we'll be back with the start of the second half. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
So running play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Just about ready for the start of the second half at Southside. Want to thank my two guests at halftime. the senior Darian Hackbarth, who's off to play college ball next year, and the head coach Juanita Goodwell. They will start their second season next week as they will move into sectional play. They'll play Huntington North, and then they'll play probably Homestead in the next game. Scoring in the first half for Southside, Langston with 7, Jordan with 9, and Mitchell with 3. For Dwenger, Kashansky with 2, Lytle with 2, 8 from Smithy, 2 from Hoffman, and 2 from Leaks. Check that, 4 from Lee, and it'll be the Archers' ball. They'll inbound it to Hall and right back to Jordan. Both teams with the original starters here to get the second half going. So the Archers in the first half trailed. Well, they play 8-minute quarters, so they trailed 14 minutes of the entire first half before they got their first lead. Langston with it now. He'll drive on Hoffman, gets cut off, jump stop in the lane, fires it up, and it's good. JT Langston having himself a game tonight. He's got 9. Lytle with it now, and he'll push it forward to Hoffman. Hoffman will go over to Smithy. Left side to Kashansky and back to Smithy. Smithy has yet to really get going and looking to score here in the second half as he'll throw it back to Lytle. 3-2 zone now by the Archers. That worked pretty well as they got into that later part of the second quarter. Smithy thinks about it, and he'll give it back to Kashansky, and he'll go back to Smithy. Got to get a little more action on the line right there where Lee is at, and he'll kick it out to a wide open Smithy. He'll launch and drain it. I was unaware of in the first game that J.C. Jones set a school record with 9 threes. Wow, she had an outstanding night. So she was 9 for 13 from downtown. Wow. Mitchell with a 3 for Southside as Smithy loses it. He'll stop and give it back to Lytle. Inside now to Lee. He'll go right to the hoop, take a bump, tipped around, and it comes down to Hall. Jordan with it across the timeline, in the lane, little jump stop, up and good. Jordan with 11, and we've got a kick ball there, and it'll stay with the Saints. Kashansky with it now to Lee. Inside for Lytle. He misses a shot, and Hall with another board. And they'll clear it and come forward to Mitchell. He'll look inside for Amari Hall. He'll try to get it to Langston, and he throws it away. Here comes Jared Lee, and he'll throw it over to Hayden Smithy, who's open. He'll pull up and shoot about a 14-footer and hit it. And just as I said, Hayden Smithy quiet. He's got 5 points here in the second half. 5:30 to play, a 3-point game for the Archers. Right side now to Mitchell. Mitchell will give it to Hall, who has it slapped away. And here comes Kashansky, and he'll go right to the hoop, up off the glass. No good. Tipped up and in by Smithy. Jordan with it now, and he'll go over to Mitchell. 1-point game. Back to Mitchell, and he's going to launch a long 3. Stepped into that one, missed it, but Hall skies for the board, has it tipped away, but catches it. Hall with 5 rebounds, and then he throws it away. Jordan back in, Johnson back in for Hall. It'll be Lytle to inbounds. He'll inbounds it now to Lee, and he'll kick it right to Smithy. Smithy right to the hoop and hits the shot. He's got 16. And the Saints back in the lead by 1 as Mitchell throws it into Johnson, into Langston, who will turn around, and they might call him for an offensive foul. No, they're going to call a hold, I believe, on Hoffman. Nope, they'll call it on Jarrett Lee. His first, team's first. 4:30 to play here in our third quarter. Jordan will inbound. He's got nobody, so he'll throw it to Mitchell. And back to Jordan. Into Jones, a little 12-footer on the way. It'll roll around and go in. Travion Jones with his first 2 of the game. And the Archers back in the lead by 1. Sent ahead now to Hoffman, who will cross court it to Lytle. He'll throw it in the corner to Lee. Lee will launch a 3, and it's an air ball, a turnover on Dwenger, and here come the Saints. Good look inside to Langston. He has a block by Lee and then fouled by either Smithy or Hoffman. So Smithy will pick up his second, and that will send Langston to the line to shoot 2. He'll shoot and hit the first one. Talton will come back in and he'll replace Jones. Langston with 10 points here in this game. Looking to extend this Archers' lead to 3. A little short off the front of the iron, and it comes right down to Hoffman. Smithy with it now, and he's handling the ball just a tad bit more here in the second half for the Saints. Over to Lytle, and he'll look into Lee. Lee will spin and kick it outside to Kachansky. He'll go baseline, get cut off, and then it'll go right to Smithy. A dangerous pass there. Smithy will get out of that corner and kick it out to Lytle. And now into the corner to Smithy, over to Kachansky. And now they've got a setup for Lytle across court, but they missed it. A good screen there by Hoffman. Kachansky will launch a 3 and hit it. Kachansky with a 3, and the Saints back in the lead by 1. Talton to Johnson. Johnson looks inside. He's got the big fellow. Langston will jump stop up and good, and he's fouled on the shot. Langston with 12, and he'll shoot the and 1. Smithy will pick up his third. They may have to take Smithy off of Langston. Coach Matt Kostoff elects to keep Smithy in. Nope, now he'll get Russ Sordelet up off the bench and head him over to the scorer's table, and Langston will launch and hit it. Langston with 13, and Sordelet will check in for Smithy. So where will the offense come now for the Saints? And now the Archers will pick up full court. And Russ Sordelet throws it in and tipped out of bounds by Talton. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a travel on Kachansky. He got caught in between and he traveled. Archers with a 2-point lead with 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Austin Jordan with it now, and he'll give it to Talton. Talton over to Johnson. And over to Jordan inside to Langston. Ooh, Langston could have spun baseline. He'd have had it easy, and then he'll go up and hit the shot. Might have been fouled on that one as well. Langston down on the ground again as the ball's cleared over to Kachansky, and now up to Sordelet. Sordelet across the timeline, in the lane, jump stop, and back to Kachansky. Over in the corner to Lytle. He'll launch a 3. And it's good. He's got 5, and we've got ourselves a 1-point game again. Langston to Mitchell. Kinder will check in at the next whistle for the Saints. Good look inside for Langston. He'll catch it. Give it to Jordan. In the lane, up, and good. He's got 13. Russ Sordelet with it, and he's going to have his pocket picked by Talton. Now we've got a scrum on the court, and a couple players there all tied up, and it'll stay with Bishop Dwenger as Kinder checks in now for the Saints, and we'll see who he replaces. Looks like he's going to replace Hoffman. And also up off the bench for the Archers, Travion Jones, and he'll check back in, and he's going to replace Langston, who's going to go off a little bit hobbling there as he heads towards the bench. We've got 1:55 to play here in the third quarter. It's a 3-point game for the Archers. Kinder now to Lee, and he'll give it up to Kachansky. Saints will be real patient here with it. Russ Sordelet now. He'll drive, get in the lane, and kick it outside to Kachansky. And to Lytle. Lytle's one of those guys that just tries to lull you to sleep, and then he runs to a corner and nobody's there. And he gets a screen and launches a three. Left side now to Lee. Lee will give it to Kinder, and he'll drive left on Jones. Gets in the lane, left-handed shot off the side of the backboard, and picked up by the Archers, Jones. And Austin Jordan will launch and drain it. He's got 16, and the Archers have a 6-point lead with 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Coach Foster imploring his guy to play good defense here. Sordelet over to Lee and back to Kashansky. He's on the left wing. He'll get a screen there by Kinder. He'll back it out with 50 seconds to play as Sordelet has it and gives it to Brendan Lytle. Lytle's got a whistle on the court, a timeout. It's a full timeout by the Bishop Dwenger Saints. We'll take a quick one. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
After the timeout, we've got 45.7 seconds to play here in our third quarter as the Archers lead is the biggest they've had all night at 6. They just announced that J.C. Jones set the record for the most threes in a game tonight for the Lady Archers. It'll be Brendan Lytle to inbounds. His team trails by 6 with 45 seconds to play here in our third quarter. Thought maybe they might put Smithy in for this final possession. And it's Sordelet with it now in the corner and they'll spin it around. Oh, Johnson with some good defense there as he knocks it out of bounds. Lytle tried to hit Kashansky and it was tipped out of bounds. It looked like maybe Dwenger had a set play on for Brendan Lytle. Lytle into Lee and right back to Lytle, and he's cut off there by Jones. Keeps his dribble and fires it to Kinder. Kinder in the corner now for Sordelet, who saves it, and nothing he could do there as he turns the ball over, and now a chance for the Archers to extend their lead. Talton with it now after the turnover, and they'll take the final shot as Coach Foster wants his team to spread it out. And Mitchell with it now on the left wing. He's guarded there by Sordelet. And now to Talton. Johnson wanted the rock there because he was open. Jones with it on Kinder. And now to Jordan. And Jordan will launch a long three off the back of the iron. No good. Lytle with the board. And it's good if it goes. Oh, in and out. And that will do it for the end of three. It's 39-33, South Side. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Both runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
Start of the fourth quarter here. It's the Archers with the lead by 6. The Saints will put Smithy back into the lineup along with Sordelet, Lytle, Kashansky, and Lee. The Archers will counter with Jordan, Langston, Jones, Mitchell, and Johnson. Jordan with it now, and he'll go to Johnson. And the Archers will set the offense up. Smithy on Johnson. He's got off of Langston, which is a good idea, and there's a foul on Dwenger's number 5, Lytle. Brendan Lytle will pick up his 3rd, team's 4th. The Archers have yet to commit even a foul here in the second half. Inbound and out of Langston and right back to Jordan. Jordan's had the hot hand tonight for the Archers. He's got 16. Langston with it. Right here's the part of his game he needs to develop, that outside shot, as Mitchell gets in the lane, fires it up, and it'll roll around and go in. He's got 8. And an 8-point lead now for Southside, their largest of the night. Sordelet back to Smithy. Smithy over to Kashansky. Now Southside just doing that half-court trapping defense rather than full court. Smithy to Lytle. He'll look for Kashansky, who cuts to the basket. He'll fire it up. No good. Tipped around and comes down to Jordan. They'll slow it up, and they'll start the offense with 7 minutes to play here in our final quarter. Right side now to Johnson. He'll look inside and find Mitchell in the corner. Up top to Langston. Good hands there by the big fella, and over to Johnson. Johnson actually has that range from right there. We just haven't seen him shoot it tonight. Jordan with it. He'll get in the lane, throw it into Langston. The tomahawk dunk for the big fella, JT Langston. He's got 17. And a 10-point lead now for the Archers. Russ Sordelet with it. He'll give it to Kashansky, and he'll go left and give it to Lytle. Dwenger going to have to show a little more sense of urgency on the offensive end if they fall behind by 10 now here, as Kashansky will go baseline, and he's fouled by Jordan. Jordan will pick up his first. That'll be the team's first, and that will send Kashansky to the line to shoot 2. Kashansky will fire, and it's good. He's got 6. They'll trim the lead down to 9. And his second offering short off the front of the iron, and Langston with the rebound. In the corner now to Jones, and back up top to Mitchell. He'll give it to Johnson and swing it all the way from the left to the right. Jones thought about it, and back to Mitchell. Mitchell with a nice reverse in the lane, up off the glass. Langston with the rebound and the bucket. He's got 19. And the lead will extend out to 11 now. Good reverse pass there to Lee, who will fire to Sordelet. He'll miss the shot. Smithy with the offensive board and fouled by Mitchell. Now we'll send Hayden Smithy to the line to shoot 2 for the Saints. He's got 16. Smithy will launch his first one, and it's in and out. 5:35 to play. Hayden Smithy will launch his second one. It's off the iron, no good, and Mitchell with the board. Jordan out of Mitchell. Hoffman will check back in for the Saints at the next whistle. Jordan with it now, and he'll give it to Johnson, and they'll run a little bit of offense here as the clock ticks down to 5 minutes to go. Johnson with the rock, and he'll give it to Jordan. Jordan up, no good. A wild shot and a turnover on the Archers. They're 9th of the game as Kashansky comes up with that wild shot. Right side now to Sordelet, and he'll give it to Kashansky. In the corner now to Lee. Lee with the jump stop, taken away by Mitchell. 13 turnovers on the Saints. Now to Johnson. He'll look underneath to Jones, who will go around the lane, miss the shot, but right there's the big fellow Langston, and he's fouled on the rebound, and we'll see if that's on Smithy, and if it is, it'll be his 4th foul. Nope. They'll call it on Jarrett Lee instead. Langston back at the line shooting 2 for the Archers. 4:43 to play. The first one off the right side of the rim and no good, and that'll bring Hoffman into the game for Sordelet. have yet to see Amari Hall in this fourth quarter. Second one in and out, and that's tipped out of bounds by Jarrett Lee. And the ball will stay with the Archers. Jordan to inbounds, 4:10 to play. And now we'll have a timeout on the court, a 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here for this timeout. Tricked my helper tonight. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team, providing athletes specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injury. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, reliable. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in any way that you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook page for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. I'd also like to thank St. Francis and Kurt's Mio. Jordan inbounds, 4:40 to play. He'll inbound it to Mitchell. I don't think Mitchell was anticipating that. He has it slapped away by Lytle and back up top to Jones. And Jordan with it now. The Saints have to play good defense here. 2 more fouls and they'll put the Archers in 1-1 the rest of the game. Langston has it swatted away by Lytle. And he's going to get called for a foul. And on Lytle, that's going to be his third. And now any foul will put the Archers in the bonus. And up off the bench for Bishop Dwenger, number 20, will come into the game, Burns. And I think he's going to replace Lytle as Lytle sits down on the bench. And it'll be Jordan. He'll inbounds it to Johnson. He'll catch and fire. Off the side of the rim, hits the back of the iron, and comes down to Langston. And I think he's going to get called for a travel. And I don't know if he got kneed on that play or what. But he's grabbing his thigh, and that generally means you either got a cramp or you got a thigh. Got kneed in the thigh. Actually, it looks like he might be grabbing his knee. I don't know, he's stretching. Talton will check in for the big fella. I think he got a cramp. Yeah, he's grabbing the back of his thigh. Even though it's extremely cold out, you probably still need to hydrate. Burns with it now, ahead to Lee. Back to Burns. Burns to Kashansky and around to Smithy. And he's going to have to start to look to shoot. He does off the right side of the rim, and Lee with the board. He'll go up with it, and he's got it knocked away by Southside. Jordan tonight doing a great job setting the tone for the Archers as the point guard. Mitchell with it now, back to Johnson. Talton with it, and he'll give it to Jordan. Jordan will send it to Johnson. They don't need to be in any hurry. They lead by 11. I said the first team to maybe 52 wins. I'll take that back. I'll say the first team to 50 wins. Mitchell with it now and up top to Jordan. They've worked about 40 seconds off the clock. Good look inside to Jones. He'll drive on Lee, spins, fires, no good. A wild shot there, a turnover on the Archers, and here comes Aiden Smithy. He's got Jones on him. He'll go with the left hand. And now stop and give it to Burns. And Burns gets away with a double dribble and fires it to Kashansky. And back to Burns. Right side now to Smithy, and he'll drive baseline on Talton. He's bumped. And that'll be Talton's second. Only the team's third foul here in the second half. And that will bring Lytle back into the game for Bishop Dwenger. And I think that Burns is going to check out. No, they'll take Hoffman out. So Lytle will inbounds. He's got to be careful. He's got 3 fouls, and here comes JT Langston back into the game for Jones. Still a little bit gimpy. That guy needs to come over to my house and eat some cheeseburgers. He's awfully skinny. Right side now to Kashansky. His little floater up off the iron. No good, and Talton and Kashansky are tied up, and it'll stay with the Saints. Lytle inbounds. Under 3 minutes to play here in our game. Jarrett Lee with it. He looks for a back cut by Smithy. He's got position. Ball fake. A little Circus shot there's no good and rebounded by Langston. Langston on the night with 19 points and 5 boards. Johnson with it now, and he'll drive left, and he's going to be fouled by Smithy, and Smithy's going to pick up his 4th, and that's going to send Johnson to the line for 1-1. 11-point lead. We've been stuck on 45-34 for a while. His first one up and good. Johnson on the board with his first free throws of the night and his first point. And Johnson to shoot his second one. Hard off the back of the iron, and it comes down to Kashansky. He'll push it forward and get in the lane, stop and pop a 10-footer, no good. And rebounded by JT Langston. And he'll give it to Johnson, and I think Coach J.J. Foster going to use a timeout. A 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. I tricked you again. The University of St. Francis offers 100% job employment and select programs and 100% pass rates on most licensors' exams. With over 2,300 students, the main campus is located in the heart of Fort Wayne. Visit sf.edu. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, use the code SummitCity, and get a 15% off all your power washing services. That's kurtzmio.com. Also, don't forget, next week here on Summit City Sports, the start of the second season for high school basketball. It'll be sectional time, as I will be up in DeKalb to do the DeKalb sectional. I believe we're doing the Homestead, and I also believe we're doing Concordia, but I know I will be up at DeKalb. So, and tomorrow here on Summit City Sports, we'll have high school sectional wrestling live from Carroll High School. So a busy next month for us here on Summit City Sports. Langston in the lane, and he'll flush it. Langston with a team high 21. And the lead balloons to 14. That might have been the dagger for the Archers. Burns in the lane, over to Lytle, and he's fouled on the forehead by either Langston or Johnson. They're going to hit Johnson with the personal, and that'll send Lytle to the line to shoot 2. And the first one up and good. Dwenger 4 of 7 from the line, make it 5 of 8. Tipped away and a turnover on the Archers, and here comes Smithy, kicks it outside, and then he turns it over. 15 turnovers on Bishop Dwenger, and that one was a killer because they had numbers up there. Good look inside to Langston. He'll stop and pop off the glass. Oh, in and out, and it comes down to Smithy. And another takeaway by the Archers. Dwenger not taking care of the ball here in the last 2 minutes. And they're going to call travel on Langston, or excuse me, on Jordan. That'll be the Archers' 13th turnover, and the ball will go back to the Saints. They trail by 12, and they're going to need to get some shots up quickly here. Just not enough time left, as Lytle will get in the lane and kick it outside to Burns. He's going to launch a 3, and it's good. And the quick timeout there by Coach Matt Kostoff, and it's a full timeout. Well, I think it's a full timeout. The teams are going to, it is a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Parkview Sports Medicine is an integrated sports medicine team.
I mean, I always had my family behind me, I always had my team behind me, but to have staff that wanted the best for me and to get me feeling better the quickest was really reassuring.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurtz Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Back for the final 124 here at Southside. The Archers lead by 9. They didn't get their first lead in this game till the 2:40 mark of the second quarter, and they have not looked back since, as it'll be Mitchell to inbounds. And he'll look and fire it into Jordan, and it's thrown away. Too much mustard on that. Over to Burns, who just hit a three. Smithy with it now. He'll drive. Gets cut off, and he'll give it to Kashansky. Burns with it again. In the lane, off the glass. High up off the glass, and he hits the bucket. And he's got 5 in the lead, down to 7. Jordan with it now, going the wrong direction. He'll ball fake and then throws it forward, and we have a timeout on the court south side. We'll take a timeout. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Both runners are running. Play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business. It's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.
I want to thank Principal Adam Swinford and Athletic Director Tori Curry for hosting us tonight here at Southside High School. It'll be Archers ball. We've got 1:02 to play. The Saints have been able to force the Archers into some late turnovers here to get themselves back into the game. The Pep Band continues to play. Hoffman will guard Mitchell. And he'll throw it into Jordan. Jordan wants to get rid of it quickly, and he does to Johnson. Johnson ahead now to Langston. And over to Jones in the lane, and he hits the shot. I wasn't sure that ball was even going to make it to him. Kashansky ahead now to Sordelet, who will go baseline. He gets cut off, and it gives it up to Lee, and then inside and picked off by the Archers. And there's going to be a foul on Hoffman. Hoffman will pick up his second, and Langston's going to go the other way. I think Langston got kneed in that thigh, the way he's walking. And that'll send Langston to the line to shoot 101. Langston with 21 on the night. And he'll shoot the first one, and it's good. 22 for the big fella. And the second one good as well. And a 30-second timeout on the court as the Archers will bring in some of their reserves, as the little Langston will check in along with Kyle Caudell. And they'll get some play time here in the final 43.1 seconds to play. Want to thank all of our sponsors tonight: Parkview Sports Medicine, Kelly Automotive, Indiana Wesleyan, Big Eyed Fish, the University of St. Francis, Kurtz, and also Kurtz Mio. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll be Lytle to inbounds. He'll have Burns and Kashansky in the backcourt with him, and they'll give it right back to Lytle. And they've got to go quick. They trail by 11. Good look inside to Lee. He'll hit the layup. He's got 6. And they'll inbound it to Langston. And Langston will fire it forward to Johnson, who's got Kyle Caudell down the floor. And he's fouled by Jarrett Lee. And on Lee, that'll be his third. And we'll see if that's a 10th team foul now on Bishop Dwenger. No, they're 9th, so Caudell at the line shooting 101. Chance for Caudell to get his name in the book. Kyle Caudell will play on my baseball team this year here at Southside. Suffered a couple injuries early in the basketball season, now healthy and ready to go. His line drive shot up and good. He didn't think that one was good. He was going in there right away. His second offering is good. Caudell with 2 free throws. Smithy with it now behind the back and kicks it to Burns. Burns will get in the lane, go right to the hoop and hit the shot. Hunter Burns with 7 off the bench. And there's no foul called. And no foul again. Uh-oh, look out. Here comes Langston with the flush. And that will do it. Our final 56-45. Southside as they come from behind and win here tonight at home. Well, for Bishop Dwenger, they'll fall to 7-6 overall, 2-4 in conference play. Their next game will be next Thursday at home against Snyder at 7:30. They got 6 points from Kashansky, 7 from Lytle, 7 from Burns off the bench, 16 from Smithy, 2 from Hoffman, and 6 from Jarrett Lee. So Matt Kostoff's team will go back to the books and they'll get their problems solved, mainly the turnovers tonight, and hopefully have a better showing next week against a good Snyder team. For Southside, they'll move to 3-9, 2-5 in conference play. Their next game will be probably their toughest game of the season, as they will go next Thursday, and they'll play Blackhawk Christian at home at 7:30. So a big game for the Archers next week as they'll take on 1A's #1 team in the state, the Blackhawk Christian Braves. Scoring tonight for Southside, 4 from Jones, 16 from Jordan, 8 from Mitchell, 1 from Johnson, 2 from Caudell, and tonight's Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game with 25 points and 6 rebounds, J.T. Langston. So congratulations to the Archers tonight as they win and they sweep the doubleheader against the Saints. Also congratulations to J.C. Jones as she sets the record for the most three-pointers hit in a Southside game as she hit 9 tonight. I believe she was 9 for 14 from downtown. So congratulations to J.C. Jones of Southside. Also thank you to my guests tonight at halftime, Juanita Goodwell and Darian Hackbarth. That'll do it here from Southside High School. Your final 56-45. For my cameraman and my technician tonight, I'm Ryan Dellinger, and you've been watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
When you experience a sports injury, muscle, or joint pain, you want treatment right away. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without referral or appointment, offering diagnostics, x-rays, the region's only body composition DEXA scan right inside of the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in Monday through Thursday, 7 to 7, Friday, 7 to 5, and Saturday, 8 to noon. For more information, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com/orthoexpress.
It's the comets. Comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
This is the first time I've been able to do this kind of more complete understanding or view of your body. One of the things that's really important about this is that it's kind of legitimizing us as athletes.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on. Concussions. They're a concern for parents of athletes in any sport. That's why Parkview Sports Medicine is leading the way with the area's first concussion clinic. Our integrated sports medicine team utilizes an innovative, evidence-based approach to manage athletic-related head injuries in those 14 and older, providing comprehensive care to get the athlete you love safely back in play. To schedule an appointment, call Parkview Sports Medicine at 266-4007. Reaching higher, pushing further. Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Choose from over 60 vehicles under $10,000. Visit drivekelly.com. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Get mad about blue. Get mad about your Fort Wayne Mad Ants. When looking for the best basketball action in town, it's the Go to FortWayneMadAnts.com for the complete game schedule. See your Fort Wayne Mad Ants in action. Get mad about blue.
I chose St. Francis because they made a promise that I would have real-world experience that I could take when I graduated, and they delivered on that promise. For me, the classroom only gets you so far, so they're setting you up with an internship. I had a mentor that they set me up with that was a CEO of a DuPont hospital in Fort Wayne. They offer degrees in accounting, business administration, risk management and insurance, marketing, and finance. You know, they just did a great job of the full circle of not only the education but also the experience.
Parkview Sports Medicine, especially since I've been a pro, has been a place where my game has really been able to develop in multiple facets. Injury prevention, maintenance, physical therapy, weightlifting, agility work, you know, all the things that I need to do in order to have an NBA body. This is the place for me to go when I come back home and I need to get a workout in. Always welcome me back with open arms.
Parkview Sports Medicine. Game on.
It may be winter, but it's never too early to start thinking about spring. Start your new year sharp and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Fair prices, superior quality, and exceptional customer service. Schedule your spring special appointment today. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off today.
Both runners are running, play coming home.
From the crucial plays to the highlight of the game to the victory celebration, we are there. Summit City Sports isn't just a business, it's a group of companies investing in the youth of Fort Wayne athletics.
It's because of Parkview Sports Medicine, because of Kelly Automotive Group, Indiana Wesleyan University, University of St. Francis, and Big Eye Fish, that we can produce our broadcast viewed by hundreds of thousands in Northeast Indiana.
Support Summit City Sports. Become a sponsor. Join our winning team today.